Here, there was an archer whose accuracy with a bow surpassed his precision with muskets. One day, he disappeared in a cave on the beach on Keela. Interesting.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Bloody spiders! Get over here, you creepy crawler! Bloody spiders! I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Bloody spiders! Get over here, you creepy crawly! Good! I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Bloody spiders! Finally, I get to use my weapon! That hurt. Get over here, you creepy crawler! Bloody spiders! I'm going to crush a few skulls now! Well, that's that. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! That was fast.
He used a crab shell as a container for his experiments. One day, the crab shell became indestructible. So he set out for the Crab Coast, intending to stay there until he succeeded at replicating his stroke of genius. It's said he kept the crab shell in his chest. I see. The legendary Holm once drew up a cunning plan to break into the royal palace. He used all of his skills to devise it. When the Inquisition got its hands on the plan, the governor of Puerto Sacarico decided to hold on to it for safekeeping. That plan could be useful. He almost always managed to evade the blows the undead dealt. But once, his cuirass was destroyed. He kept the cuirass as a lucky charm, and buried it with his treasure on Antigua in the backcountry. Good to know. Let's see. He secretly created a glass statue. He sent it to Antigua, but it smashed while it was being unloaded. So I should have a look around the harbor of Antigua.
What? What do I think of the signs of the night? It's obvious.
This bone of a finger belongs to the most notorious thief of all time. There was no pocket he couldn't pick, no lock he couldn't open, until he was caught red-handed during one of his raids in the captain's house on Antigua. He managed to escape, despite losing his finger during the fight. I see.
I hope you know
Something
how
is
to behave
written
in
here.
someone else's house.
According to that, McFlane was the only shooter to hit the center with all 5 bullets. He demonstrated his capability on a roof in Puerto Sacarico.
Don't do anything stupid. Oiled crankshafts were rarely used in crossbows,
despite their obvious efficiency. Since most shooters have started using firearms, likely no one there is interested any longer. A final specimen is said to have been owned by a lighthouse keeper on Calidor. After they'd fought their way through these intractable lianas, they took one of them to the west coast of Calidor. It was a reminder of what their weapons had achieved, and served as a lucky charm. Interesting. With a great deal of painstaking effort, I assembled a small stone tablet. It contained nearly everything important to know about rune magic. In the end, I took it to the mages on Tyrannus. Maybe it will convince them of the power of the runes. I'll keep that in mind. And as for your delicacies, here, your specialities. That was a lot of walking.
My mouth is watering already. Here, you have certainly earned your reward. I have no use for it anyway.
My enchanted cloth protected me from all their magical weapons. How was I to know that he would attack me with a plain old knife? I was supposed to hide it somewhere nearby.
You're a nosy bastard. Bloody creatures. Damned insects. Bloody creatures.
John was the toughest guy I ever knew. He always wore this belt when he took on ogres. When the clasp broke, he was killed. We placed the belt in his grave near the ruins at the west edge of Calador. It belonged to the leader of the expedition that discovered the Fountain of Youth. But he died before he could imbibe the deadly water himself. The vial is said to be buried on Tacarigua. I see. Captain Finch wanted to prevent someone undeserving taking over his place at all costs. Therefore, he hid his infamous pirate flag at a perilous location before his death. It is said that he was last seen on Keeler, near a native village. That's enough for me.
Bloody spiders!
The mages managed to bind a sunbeam in a crystal. What an incredible feat of magic. The amazing piece is still in the mage's tower on Tyrannus to this day. In a great hurry, he opened the farmhouse, scurried in, and closed the door behind him. But that was when his lockpick broke. It was only the next morning that the guards of Calidor noticed the small tool in the door of the house, which had been cleaned out. I see.
If your place looks like this, you must have invited the wrong sort of guests.
He had left his adversary to stew in his own juices a few days on Fog Island. One morning, he went to the hut where the prisoner was being held. However, there was no trace of Freddy the Swindler. All that was left on the ground was his shackles. Well, well. Training with the sword was his passion until the end of his days. The magic sheath of his sword was completely worn out. Presumably, he was buried with it in his grave on Keeler. I see.
Put the weapon down.
Mages. Their intentions may be good for something, but...
But what?
Well, they're just a bit too stuffy. I'll finish you off. Oh, that really hurt.
Let me at him! Finally, I get to use my weapon! Well, that's that.
Una bambula ona shohoko kucho. I said no weapon. Kata opi. Now you get pain.
Sort it out! Serves you right.
About Grace. Grace received your engagement ring.
And? How did she react?
She was overjoyed. I think she misses you.
Really? Oh, yes. When my work here is complete, I'm going back.
I wouldn't be in such a hurry if I were you.
Oh, she has her good sides, believe me. Before you go, here, take the diamond grinder. I'm a man of my word.
Thanks. I wouldn't have moved from this spot without it.
Yeah, I know. A deal's a deal.
Precisely. Let's throw knives.
All right. But you're getting no money from me.
And what's your wager?
A very special item. A monocle.
A monocle?
Yes. I'm telling you. Anyone who carries it sees things more clearly. On your marks, get set, go. Let's go! Wow, a full score. Not bad. Crap! Oh, shit. Crap! How on earth did he do that? I hope you didn't cheat.
Do I fucking look like I need to cheat?
No.
Right. Then give me my fucking winnings.
Yeah, okay. Here's the monocle, and your wager back.
Let's play.
Always a good idea. You be careful I don't have you over a barrel, sweetheart. If you do actually beat me, I'll give you a reward you'll never forget. An old sacrificial dagger. Anyone who holds this will be deadly at knife throwing. So go ahead. You won, fair and square. For a moment there I thought I had you, but my arm was down before I even noticed it. Here, the dagger and the gold are yours. Let's lower the stakes in future, so I don't end up broke.
What can you offer?
Everything you need.
Put that thing away! Put that thing away or there'll be trouble. I've had enough of these salty balls now.
ready for some drinking?
Fine with me, as long as you don't throw up. Is there a prize? If you manage to beat me, I'll give you something very special. Small pliers. A pickpocket would do anything for some of those.
Not bad.
No spilling or stopping, unless you're empty. Let's go. Oh, damn. Well done. Not bad. Looks like you were weaned on liquor. Here's your estate, as well as the pliers. I guess I better put it on the tab in future.